important for you to learn how to control what it is that you're focusing about. Whatever your attention is focused on, that's what you continue to bring about in your life, where that's where your energy is going. So if you want to really pay attention, if you really want to get really lined up, dialed in, and focused in on where you're wanting to go, what you're wanting to do, who you're wanting to do it with, and how fast you're going to do it, you're going to have to shift your attention towards those things. What do I mean by shift your attention? You're going to have to prioritize what you're thinking about, not just what you do, but prioritizing what you think about. If you want to be able to shift your thinking from just lackadaisical, just running around doing anything any time of the day, guess what you're going to have to do? You're going to have to shift your attention. It's not about paying attention. No, 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 no. This is about you being aware of what it is that you're actually allowing yourself to focus on. Shifting your attention in order to pay attention. Write this down. In order for me to pay attention, I have to shift my attention. In order for me to pay attention, I have to shift my attention. Shift my attention to what? Well, shift your attention to things that are serving you. Let's just say if you want to become a healthier person, right? You want to shift your attention to maybe eating the right foods. Wait, am I eating my vegetables? Am I eating a balanced diet? Am I staying away from my carbs? Am I shifting my attention so I can pay attention to what I'm eating in my health? In order for you to pay attention to your health, you have to shift your attention towards it. You have to change your focus towards what it is that you want to see happen. In order to pay attention, right? Let's just say, so we did health, right? So if you wanted to be healthy, what would you do? You'd pay attention to your health. What if you wanted, what if you wanted to, let's say, be in great physical shape? What do you think you would need to shift your attention onto? Probably getting up early, working out, carving out time, taking your time back so you can go work out, so you can go run, so you can go jog. Whatever it is that you physically like or can do, it's best for you to focus and shift your attention on it if you want to pay attention to your body. In order for you to get certain things in life, this is all about shifting your attention. It's not about paying attention. You'll never be able to pay attention to something you're not focused on. I'll say that again. Write this down. I can't stay focused on what's not in front of me. If it's not focused, how can I change it? If I'm not paying attention to it, how can I focus on it? In order for me to pay attention, I have to change my focus. In order for you to change, in order for us to change, we have to change our focus. Focusing on the things that we want to see happen, envisioning those things, aligning our minds and our thoughts and our values with those things that we say we want. In the Bible, it says, speak those things that are not as though they were. And the question you have to ask yourself is, am I speaking the things into my life that I really want to focus on? Am I speaking the things into my life that I really want to focus on? Because if you're not speaking those things in your life that you want to focus on, guess what? It's going to be really hard for one day for those things to just show up. So my wish and my blessing, and I hope you guys are subscribed by now, Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you. Making sure that you're paying attention in order to shift your attention. So we talked about health. We talked about your physical activity. Well, what about your mindset? What would you need to shift your focus on if you wanted to have a healthy mind? What types of thoughts would you want to focus on? What would you need to shift in order for you to pay attention to healthy thoughts? Well, here's a good one. You'd have to shift yourself and to say, well, anything is possible. Because you have to ask yourself, what kind of person am I? Am I a anything is possible person? Or am I the kind of person that says, oh my God, every obstacle is always in the way. I can never get anything accomplished. Which belief system do you have? I can always get it done. Nothing can stop me. Something's always in the way. Something's always stopping me. Which belief system do you have? Whichever belief system you have, that is your master. That is what serves you. That is what you serve. That is your Bible, right? So here it is. In order for you to have a healthy mindset, you need to focus on saying and speaking those things that you really want in your life, saying what's possible, speaking over your life, speaking into your life, right? Also, writing things down that you want to see happen. Write down your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, where you want to live, what kind of house you want to have, if you want to have a house at all, how many children do you want to have? Writing those things down, seeing them all the time, journaling about those things. There's so many different ways that you can shift your focus to pay attention. In order for you to pay attention, you have to shift your focus. So if you want to have a healthy body, you're going to focus on going to the gym, waking up early. If you want to focus on your wellness, what are you going to do? You're going to eat the right food. You're going to make sure your plate's balanced. And also, if you want to have a great mental health, I'll tell you exactly what you're going to do. You're going to focus on being mentally healthy, speaking healthy things, being around healthy people, listening to healthy things, right? So when you put a combination of eating the right foods, exercising, speaking life into your life, I'm going to say that again, speaking life into your life. You're saying all the wonderful things that's going to happen to you in your life because that's what you believe. When you say those things, you're telling the universe, this is what I'm commanding. This is what I say I want for myself. No longer am I going to accept second best. No longer am I going to say what's not possible for me. No. I'm going to shift my focus. I'm going to shift my focus to anything is possible. I can do anything through God who strengthens me. That's the shift. So what are you going to pay attention on is based on what you're going to, how you shift your focus. Shift your focus, change your energy, change your life. Shift your focus, change your energy, and change your life. But I guarantee you one thing, you cannot pay attention to what you're not focused on. And here's another one. You want to know how some people, including myself, get overweight, get fat, and not realize that it's happening? We're not checking in with ourselves. We're not getting on the scale. We're not seeing how far we've gone. We're not seeing how far we've maybe digressed. We're not taking any type of I don't want to use the word accountability, but yeah, accountability. You're not really watching what you're doing. You're not paying close attention. You're not focused on how much you weigh, if you're eating the right foods, if you're going to the gym, you're not paying attention. So your focus is not there, right? Shift your focus to what you want, and there goes your attention. So whatever you want to see happen, again, shift your focus in order to pay attention. This has been another Fearless Conversations podcast. I hope you guys subscribe on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. We're everywhere. So I look forward to seeing you guys on the next episode, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.